What's going on, guys? Alex here and welcome back to the channel. So today we are back with the MX5 and we are starting to fit some lights to it. So I do have a new microphone. Hopefully this one's better. It's got an attachment for when it's windy outdoors, as I know that there's been issues in the past where it's windy, the microphone was just not great, but hopefully this one's better, although we're working indoors for the next couple of videos anyway, so shouldn't be an issue. But it is raining, so there will be some sounds. But anyway, back to the car. So like I mentioned, today we are fitting some lights. So today we're doing the headlights and the side lights, and in the next video we're doing the rear lights, as I've got new ones of those. So before we begin, let's go over, have a look at the lights and see what we're going to do. Right, so these are the lights in question. So the headlights are just 7-inch headlights. They've got a halo which acts as a side light and indicator, and then the lower side lights, whatever you want to call them, again its function is side light and indicator. And quick little tease, these are the rear lights, but that's going to be the next video. So this is what I've got. My tools that I'm going to need are some waterproof plugs and these sort of like solder heat shrink things that I've seen a lot of people use. So what I'm going to do is to wire in the side light and the indicators to the new headlights. They need to get a feed, so I'm going to splice into the original wiring for the original side lights and indicators. So that's why I've gone for the waterproof plugs, that way I can connect and disconnect them quite easily. And the heat-proof solder is just to do a nice job of it. So without further ado, let's head on back over to the car and start stripping it down and installing these. Hopefully it should be a relatively quick job. Okay, so as you can see, I've already done the left side over here, so that just gives you an idea of what it's going to look like, and I absolutely love it. So if we get straight to it, so it's not too difficult. So first we get the shroud off. It's literally 2 screws this side, 2 screws that side, then you carefully pry that off and put it somewhere safe. So I've already gone ahead and created my sort of plug-in loom. So what you do is, again, 2 screws either side here to remove this lower half. Gently drop it on the floor. So the green cable is the indicators, the red is the side lights on this. So we'll just plonk that over there. So as you can see, here is the main loom, which the plug is there. So what I've done is I've spliced into the green and the red wires down here and added this connector, which, if we then go and grab the headlight, I have done the same thing here. These headlights came with the connector, well, the signal wires for the side light and the indicators. So the halo as such for that. So I've already spliced that in, so that way that is all ready to go. It's quite easy, just chop the loom, plug and solder it in. What I did was I used these bad boys. I've seen a few people use them, they are amazing. So it weather seals on both ends, and that little bit of solder in the middle, it just like seals it all and solders it together. So onto the next one. I'm definitely cleaning that, so don't worry about that. To remove the headlight itself, there is 3 screws around here. Now I've bought brand new ones of these because I'd imagine they would have been rusty, but what you do is you slack them off and then you twist, he says. It's a little bit crusty, and then this O-ring comes out. Do not throw this away because that is what holds the headlight to the bucket. As you can see here, it is now just free flowing. So previous owner had fitted some sketchy LED bulbs to them, so I'm glad I'm getting rid of them. So that's why it's got all that extra wiring. So we'll plonk it over here. As you can see, that's all the previous stuff. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the 3 screws that were holding the retainer, whatever you want to call it, headlight bulb retainer. That's its now technical term. It looks a bit like zombie-ish, but hey. So yeah, as you can see, like especially this bottom one here is pretty rusty. I'm probably going to see if I can source some like new ones of these. Like there's nothing wrong with it, but as I mentioned, because I'm just going through everything and want to fix it up. Right. That was the other thing I remember saying. This side wobbled, didn't it? I'll figure out that. But yeah, so I'm probably going to find some new ones of these, or see if I can get them painted and make them look fresh. So yeah, remove these and put the new ones in. Again, if you haven't got new ones, you can just reuse these, but because mine are crusty and rusty, then that is what we will be doing. So for fitting it all back up, what I done on the other side, I slacked off this bottom holder, screw, whatever you want to call it. As you can hear, it sounds pretty crusty, just so I could run my my connector clip down through this little gap, he says. Come on, fishy. Maybe a little bit more. Oh my god, what are you doing? Literally, like the other side was so much easier. Ah, there we go. Right, so put that in there for now. Do this back up because if not, I will forget. And then I'll have my headlight just flopping all over the place. So, important thing, plug the headlight back in. Make sure that is all done up nice and tight. Then we make sure we fix this the correct way around. Grab our little retainer holder clip thingy majig. Make sure I put that on the right way around as well, actually. Jesus. Right, so there's only one way it can go on. 3 attempts. Obviously I got it wrong 3 times. Right, then, so this has turned around a bit, so put that back on straight. It's literally just going to be a video of just me struggling with this. I promise it went a lot easier on the other side. So twist that round to the right. Make sure your headlight is straight and sitting in the middle. And we do all of them up. Nice and tight to keep the lovely new headlight nice and secure. Then, my thingy. Right. Get that plug that we've made, plug that into this lovely new connector that we previously made, and then we will go and grab the lower light and fit that. So hopefully the rain noise isn't drowning me out, but we want to make sure we feed this wiring through there first, offer that up, and most important job, plug that in. Make sure it clicks in nicely. There we go. Then screw this in. It's just a nice little easy 2 Phillips screws. And it's nice that these lower lights actually came with new screws, as again the older ones have they've seen a little bit better days, so it's just nice to upgrade everything as we go along. So that in theory is that's plugged in and screwed in, that's plugged in and screwed in. I've not put in the surround, as the most important job that we need to do first before finalizing everything is actually testing to make sure that the lights come on and work as intended. So let's set you up in the corner and go and try this out. Right, so moment of truth. Side lights. They're all on, perfect. Low beam, main beam, perfect. And hazards. Look at it. I love it when a plan comes together. Ah, that looks so good. So much better than the standard ones. Yes. I'm so happy with that. So as that's all working, let's put this back on there, close it all up and see what it looks like when the hood's down. The bonnet, I ain't American. Oh, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, let's get this all finished up. And there we have it, the moment of truth. Let us put the bonnet bar down and let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, look at the happy little face. That looks so much better. All right, let's go and turn the side lights on again. Oh, I love it. That is so good. The project is slowly starting to come together. So, the side light, it actually looks pretty good on camera, but in real life, like, these look a little bit more bluey greyish. Now that's because I went for the clear tinted plastic, I guess. Clear tinted? No, I went for the tinted plastic, so like the smoked look ones. So that's why they're a little bit darker in comparison to these. But that's because I went for the smoked rear lights, which are going to be the next video. As, yeah, oh my god, it's just starting to come together. It just looks like the happy little face, the little angel eyes is what I've been after for ages. And I'm so happy that we've got to that point now where it's just bits getting done to it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know some of you might have been expecting the brake installation, but I'm still waiting on one of the calipers. So that was actually meant to be due with them over a week ago, so I was expecting it this week, but nothing's turned up and I don't think they've got it in stock just yet, so I think it's probably just been delayed a little bit. So hence why I'm fitting the lights, because they have arrived. So yeah, the next video will be the rear lights. They are amazing. I'm just gonna say they involve RGB, so that's what I'm gonna give away. You're gonna have to wait until until next week to see that video. And yes, then the week after that is a very special one. We're going to hop back to Bars TT for a little bit, and the only thing I'm going to say is things are about to get wide. Maybe I've given it away a little bit too much, but yes, that's definitely one you're not going to want to miss. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do subscribe, as it helps out a lot, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see with the MX5. Any other mods that you think that I might have missed or that you want to see done or anything like that, let me know, and I'm sure I'm going to be more than happy to oblige. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.